Hello, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be my spoiler-free review for Some Girls Do by Jennifer Dugan. And then I also do have a journal with me for this book that I will leave up at the top of the screen in a card, and then also down in the description below, and then also in that description will be a link to the content warnings for this book. So Some Girls Do follows an openly gay track star after she has to transfer schools after it turns out that her queerness is against her Catholic school's code of conduct. She meets a closeted bisexual beauty queen who also likes working on her old car. These two are very drawn to one another, but they're both at very different stages in their coming out, where one doesn't want to keep their feelings and growing relationship a secret, and the other is not ready to come out yet. Okay, so I enjoyed the characters in this book for the most part, even though they do say a lot of things that I disagree with. And even though I did end up disagreeing with them quite a bit throughout this book, I still felt a level of empathy towards them. And I think our two main characters do have some really fun personalities, and I really enjoyed getting to know them. They also have interesting backgrounds and experiences, and seeing these different backgrounds and experiences conflict and contrast with one another was also interesting. We get two point of views throughout this book from both Ruby and Morgan, and I want to say that I liked one of them more than the other, so that was actually really nice. Whenever the point of view would change, it just felt more refreshing than, no, I don't want to switch, or no, I want to stay with this person. And that's just something that I really appreciated, because sometimes I feel like when we get these multiple points of views, I always end up favoring someone and then feeling oh, no, stay, when it moves on to someone else, and that was not the case here. And that also just helped this book flow really well for me. It helped me read it in big chunks, which is good. I also feel our two main characters are very three-dimensional. We see a lot of sides of them, for better or for worse. And that worse side of them does get really messy and did impact my ability to like these characters at times. But like I said earlier, even though I didn't like them all of the time, I still felt empathetic towards them because I also do know what it feels like to like these characters, and I just wanted to like them. My opinion on the romance and the characters are very similar, I feel like. They're different people with different experiences, and they're also at different places in their life, especially in terms of coming out. Seeing all of these differences explored was interesting, but the characters both hold some opinions and say things that I really disagreed with and did end up rubbing me the wrong way at times, and that goes for both of the main characters and the side characters too. And on that note, the messier comments do get addressed and challenged by the other characters in this book, which I liked and also very much needed. And this book does cover a lot of important topics in that sense. I appreciate what this book covers and addresses and the complexity of things so much, but also at the same time, some of these comments really triggered me in a way that I just haven't gotten over yet. And again, that goes for my feelings on the characters and the romance. It's I want to like you and your relationship, and I do like you guys and your relationship. But you guys also make it really hard sometimes, but I also kind of appreciate that in a sense. I don't know, this review is hard for me. I'm very confused, but I'm content and happy at the same time. Their banter also took me a moment to get used to, and there was a moment where I thought it wasn't going to work for me, but it eventually did, and I thought it was cute and fun. And these two do have a lot of really cute and fun moments with each other, which were all so lovely. And this is just a side note, but I did end up really enjoying the relationship between Morgan and her brother. They had a lot of really cute and fun moments, and I just really liked them, and they made me smile. This was a quick read, and the story felt kind of fast-paced because of that, which in this case I love, especially since this book did explore so much in that time, and I don't necessarily feel like it went too fast, with the exception of the romance, I guess. I don't know, the romance stuff gets very dramatic at points and leans into insta-love territory for me, but I also knew my relationship with this book overall would be better if I just did my best to ignore that, so I did my best to. The story felt very character-based, both of our main characters have their own stuff going on, and then there's also what they have going on with each other. And I am, at the end of the day, very content with just how much got explored for each person and each different storyline. And yeah, I feel like I covered a lot of my larger thoughts about the story when I talked about the romance and the characters, because I do think those two are aspects that are very huge and prevalent in this story. It was cute, it was fun, it was messy, and I do have some conflicting feelings about things because I just think I got a little bit too triggered by some of the comments. And I sincerely doubt that I've said like everything that I've wanted to in this review, and then I also definitely do not feel like I've articulated all of my thoughts in a way that I wanted to, because I just feel like my thoughts on this book will just forever be all over the place and I don't know how to organize them. Overall, I am really glad that I read this book at the end of the day, and I do think I had like a more positive than negative experience with it. I ended up giving this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I also think this would probably be like a good story for a live action movie, and I would be really happy to watch that, honestly. And then also, since I haven't mentioned it yet, and I don't want to go through this review without mentioning it because how could I ever, but like the cover is beautiful and I love it so much. Okay, so yeah, that is all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that, and hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!